All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. Devin Haney gets seriously checked by Gervonta Davis over some statements that he made to Andre Ward in an interview that took place on All the Smoke fight. And I have to tell you, man, Devin Haney, man, had a good interview and a bad interview in a lot of different ways. Let's break down what Gervonta had to say about his statement and Devin Haney's very interesting admissions that he made during that interview. Let's talk about that during this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. Andre Ward had an interview with Devin Haney. I had been saying for a while that I wanted to see Devin Haney back. Where'd he been? He hasn't made a lot of statements. His father has not been very active, Bill Haney. And it's like the boxing world just got a lot more quiet. And his presence was missed. Or his absence was noticed. Let me put it that way. But when he comes back with Andre Ward, he comes back almost a new Devin Haney, in my opinion, because he did something that I thought was interesting. He told the truth about what he thought. Pretty much the entire interview. There was only one time where he said something and I thought, okay, you're trying to cover something up a little bit. And because the fact that you said was not correct, but let's get into it. Gervonta Davis said to Devin Haney, man, he was like, you talking about, man, you didn't. Oh, my God. It's hard for me to do this video. OK, the reaction of what Gervonta said without quoting it. Devin Haney said that he really didn't think anything went wrong in the Ryan Garcia fight, that it was nothing technical, that it was no improvement that he needed to make. It was just that Ryan Garcia cheated, and that was it. And he didn't have to think about anything other than that. Originally, he had kind of thought to himself, okay, what did I do? What could I have done better? But once he found out that Ryan Garcia had Austrian in his system, he said, okay, well, that was really what it is. Okay, the problem with that is, and Gervonta Davis' response was on point. Man, you can lose for more than one reason. You can lose for more than one reason. You could have a guy that cheated you and you could have a bad game plan. The only thing you can really control is what you do. You can't control what somebody else does. And he doesn't know if he's going to be in that situation again. However, I have to take my hat off to Andre Ward for asking a question and making a statement that about the Austrian that was in Ryan Garcia's system. And he said, look, man, I'm not an expert on this, but to me, it seems like he just did a little something to cut weight the week of the fight, which is probably about right. Because that is exactly what Scooter, the person that said that he cut the weight for Ryan Garcia, said happened. So Andre Ward had obviously done his due diligence. But Devin Haney did not, wasn't trying to hear it. And it's pretty much like, no, it has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with the fact that he cheated me. Now that I know that he cheated me, I'm all good. Let's go. Let's move forward. I don't think that that is the best approach to take, because I don't think really that is what many people think or most people think happened. Most likely scenario, whether or not Devin Haney fans want to accept this or not, is that Ryan Garcia probably had something in the system, got something put in the system because he was being irresponsible, not because he intentionally cheated. And very few, if anybody, thinks that he got any type of real performance benefit out of that. However, letter of the law, it was in his system. He didn't report the supplements that he took. He gets suspended. But that's not going to do Devin a lot of good moving forward. Now, let me tell you the part that I thought was very interesting. The admission by Devin Haney that Bill Haney had been orchestrating this YouTube drama the entire time. All of this pushing and pressing of Devin Haney in the media on YouTube, according to Devin Haney, was always part of the plan, orchestrated by his father to be a mouthpiece and cause as much drama and confusion as he possibly could to push Devin's career. The same thing people have been saying for a while. Notice, though, that he said that he did it with a tactic on YouTube and Instagram. And he said, yeah, that's what we were doing, da-da-da-da-da. But then he tries to flip it a little bit and then say in a little edited clip, we like these little edited clips. Devin Haney fans are big on edits. Give me the uncut tape. Right after he says that, they cut away and clip and come back in and says, yeah, because I used to fight on YouTube. Yeah, the plan was that, what I'm talking about is that I used to fight on YouTube. And then I went and checked the record. I was like, when the hell did he grow fighting on YouTube? He didn't grow fighting on YouTube. He fought on Showbox. And then he went from Showbox to DAZN. And I looked at where he was when he got to DAZN. He wasn't a big name pushing it on the internet because he fought on YouTube's channel, because he was on an undercard and they may have thrown him on there one time. No. He got to DAZN and his mouthpiece got grown because YouTube channels pushed it every single solitary day. And that it was on multiple channels, and you literally could not talk about a boxer in that weight division or anywhere around that division without getting attacked. Not by what Devin Haney considered to be a promotional deal. No, it was a misinformation campaign. Devin refers to it as promotion for him, but it wasn't just promotion for him. It was also a misinformation campaign about everybody else. So no, it wasn't just that innocent. And a lot of the pushback that Devin Haney gets is because of the approach that he took. He wants to if you want to start fights with everybody in every fan base, eventually every fan base and everybody is going to look at you when you lose and look at you and laugh when you lose. But I'm just really, really happy that Devin Haney said that on tape, that his plan all along was to go to YouTube and create a buzz for himself on YouTube. I know as a matter of fact that was the game plan from the time that Jermall Charlo fought Brandon Adams in 2019, when Devin Haney's family met a large contingent of YouTube channels. And then they started to push that. And that is when all of the attacks on Gervonta, all of the attacks on Tio, all of the attacks on Shakur became so consistent, so pervasive, and so absolutely ludicrous from a logical sense. And again, it now makes sense because it was not a promotion. It was a misinformation campaign, and it was one specifically targeted at the Black YouTube population. But good. Now Devin obviously is taking a different approach, because he's now going to Andre Ward to put up a puff piece about him and build him back up. But I have to tell you, when I'm listening to the interview, there were so many cuts and edits in that thing that you could tell there were some times that Andre Ward was like, nah, man, we really can't air that. Okay, that's going to come off. That's not going to come off wrong. Right. Let's get that out in the edit. But in the last thing I have to say, though, is that I really do believe that Andre Ward is one of the best in the game at this. I don't always agree with Andre Ward and his takes relative to individual boxers, because I do think that obviously he has a lot of friends in the business and he has some leanings one way or another because of the relationships that he has, which is very, very natural in human existence. So don't fault him for that at all. I just kind of look at it and I'm like, yeah, I kind of know you're finessing this situation a little bit because, you have an aim that you're trying to get to because of, what you think is right and wrong as a human being. But his show itself, fantastic. I think this is the perfect niche for him because he's able to speak like he speaks. He doesn't have to overly enunciate. He doesn't have to try to be, the corporate suit and all of that, which really doesn't really fit him because that's not who he is. He's an athlete and he's a Christian. And listening to him in that setting, I mean, I got to tell you, I really did enjoy it. But I like that Devin Haney was so honest. I like that they were honest about the fact that it was their father. Devin and Bill Haney and those guys were a lot of that push and all that stuff was really coming on purpose because it makes a lot of sense, man. But at the same time, don't ask for a lot of people to forgive you now that you've admitted that that's what you did to a lot of other fighters. And you did, by the way, not only did you cause a lot of drama for other fighters, you also caused a lot of drama and turmoil for a lot of other human beings. With that constant barrage of lies y'all told just for the sake of pumping up your own career, just to get knocked out by Ryan Garcia and then turn around and act like, oh, it didn't happen because he cheated. But look, he cheated. You got to get back in the ring and do it this time. But hopefully as Devin comes back, all that other YouTube nonsense, misinformation, propagandistic garbage can leave. And now that you're established, you can grow your career off your merits of what you do in the ring, have people see what you do in the ring, enjoy what you do in the ring, and buy your fights. Instead of trying to fake it till you make it and blowing and dragging everybody else down. Blowing up everybody else's ship and dragging everybody else down. I'm telling you, man, I really was completely appalled by the approach that Bill Haney and Devin Haney took to the growth of Gervonta Davis on YouTube, the growth of Devin Haney on YouTube. I thought it was abysmal and almost a void of any true ethical or moral considerations while you're doing these things. Seriously. Hopefully nobody will go that route again. Hopefully we'll never have somebody grab a pack of YouTube channels, turn them into attack dogs and send them out at everybody. Nah, that's not promotion, bro. That's misinformation. And a lot of times it's just out and out intimidation. But that's my take. That's my opinion. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.